Hi guys, I'm Tom, and today we'll take a look at what the Xenomorph Raven is. One of the most interesting, mysterious, and terrifying variants of the Xenomorph is the alien known as the Raven. This creature was encountered by the Colonial Marines on the planet LV-26 while they were investigating what happened at Hadley's Hope Colony and aboard the USS Sulaco during the events of the second Alien movie. The Raven alien is a unique xenomorph with a fascinating appearance, displaying more humanoid traits compared to common xenomorphs. Its head features a broken dome, beneath which we can see a human skull. The creature lurks in the sewers of the destroyed Hadley's Hope Colony, capturing human victims to be impregnated by facehuggers in a small hive located in the area. Before we delve deeper into the Raven alien, let's cover its full backstory, which we can explore in the video game Aliens. Colonial Marines. The origins of this xenomorph are not directly revealed in the game. However, they can be deduced through the files available during the campaign, combined with what we see in the second Alien movie. It is widely believed by fans that the Raven alien was created naturally after the nuclear reactor explosion at Hadley's Hope during the climax of the second movie. In that film, we see the Hadley's Hope reactor overloading and eventually exploding, completely destroying the colony and the Queen's hive that was located there. Shortly after, while Ripley, Newt, Hicks, and Bishop were in hypersleep aboard the USS Sulaco, the Weyland-Yutani Corporation arrived on LV-26, taking control of the ruins of Hadley's Hope and the Sulaco. In the video game, it's revealed that although Ripley and the others' emergency pods were ejected from the ship due to a fire caused by a facehugger, Weyland-Yutani scientists set up research facilities on the planet and took over the Sulaco. They began experimenting directly with xenomorphs, using eggs that had been recovered from the engineer's ship on the planet. It's implied that all the Queen's eggs and xenomorphs in the colony were destroyed in the explosion. However, fans theorize that some of the eggs recovered by the scientists were indirectly contaminated by radiation from the nuclear blast. One of these contaminated eggs contained the facehugger that gave rise to the Raven alien. This egg was used by the scientists to produce a xenomorph by impregnating a host. The result was a highly unusual and strange specimen. Due to its peculiar physical appearance, the Raven chose to hide in the sewers of Hadley's Hope. The scientists deemed it an imperfect specimen and didn't use it for further experiments, assuming it wouldn't survive on its own. However, while in the sewers, the Raven grew and reached its adult stage. As a mutation, it not only grew significantly larger than a typical xenomorph, reaching a height of 3 to 4 meters, but it also developed a highly durable and unique exoskeleton covered with spikes or spines, offering greater protection against threats. Gradually, the Raven began capturing scientists and soldiers from the facilities, dragging them into the sewers to create a small hive. Many fans speculate that this xenomorph possessed the ability of morphogenesis, allowing it to create alien eggs from organic tissue, such as human or animal bodies. Likely using this ability, the Raven started forming its own nest or small hive. In the game story, the protagonist, Soldier Winter, encounters the Raven alien while exploring the ruins of Hadley's Hope in an attempt to reunite with his team. While cutting through a sealed door with his blowtorch, the Raven quickly attacks him, knocking him unconscious. Instead of killing him, the Raven drags him into the depths of the sewers and attaches him to a wall, presumably intending to use an egg to infect him. Fortunately, Winter regains consciousness before being impregnated by a facehugger. As he wakes up, the Raven approaches and observes him closely before moving away, seemingly in search of an egg. Seizing the opportunity, Winter uses his strength to break free from the resin binding him. When the Raven returns and finds Winter missing, it becomes enraged and begins searching for him. Unarmed, Winter ventures deeper into the tunnels as the Raven relentlessly pursues him. After a chase through the sewers, Winter barely manages to escape with his companion O'Neill using an elevator. After regrouping with their comrades Bella and Reed, the soldiers attempt to hack the communication systems. However, the Raven alien emerges from among large containers, forcing the team to split up again. Shortly afterward, while Winter, Bella, and Reed are rescuing a group of soldiers trapped by xenomorphs, the Raven alien returns and ambushes them suddenly. Due to its immense strength, it corners them, leaving no escape. This forces the soldiers to face the creature directly, using a power loader similar to the one Ripley used in the second movie to battle the alien queen. As Winter and his comrades fight, they manage to gravely wound the Raven alien by using the crane to trap it. During the battle, Winter also uses the crane to take down the warrior xenomorphs aiding the Raven, eliminating them. Finally, Winter manages to lift the Raven with the crane and, in a violent act, snaps its neck, killing it and putting an end to its story. Unfortunately, a creature similar to the Raven does not appear in other games, novels, or movies in the Alien universe, which implies that its story concludes in Aliens. Colonial Marines. Now that we've covered the story and origins of the Raven alien, I'd like to discuss its physical appearance, unique characteristics, motivations, and its strengths and weaknesses. The Raven xenomorph bears some resemblance to a common warrior alien, as it adopts a bipedal posture. However, it is almost twice the size of a regular warrior, reaching nearly 4 meters in height. Its build is far more muscular, and its body is covered by an extremely resilient dark brown exoskeleton, giving it a more insect-like appearance. The Raven retains the 4 characteristic tubes on its back, although they are thicker. It also features a prominent crest beneath its head. An interesting detail is that this alien moves exclusively on its hind legs, similar to queens and predaliens. It never adopts a quadrupedal stance, even when chasing its victims, which grants it great agility. Its tail is notably longer and thicker than those of other xenomorphs, ending in a sharp spike. It is entirely covered with spines and thorns, increasing its lethality. The most memorable feature of the Raven alien is its head. Not only is it considerably larger, but it is also covered in spines at the back. While its head exhibits ridges similar to those of warrior aliens, its most terrifying aspect lies in its shattered dome, which reveals a human skull underneath. This skull has humanoid features, such as nasal cavities, jaws, and teeth that resemble those of a human more than other xenomorphs. Unlike warrior xenomorphs, whose teeth have a metallic silver color and prominent fangs, the Raven alien's teeth have a more human-like appearance, lacking large fangs. Due to its immense size, it is believed that the Raven alien is slightly larger than predaliens and nearly the same size as a Praetorian or a young queen. Unlike other common xenomorph variants, which emit characteristic sounds like shrieks or snake-like hisses, the Raven alien can produce a loud, deep roar that can be heard over long distances. The only motivations of the Raven alien observed in the game are capturing more human victims to implant xenomorph embryos, creating more warrior aliens to help it eliminate the human invaders. In this case, the invaders are the Weyland-Yutani scientists and commandos. There is also a theory that this alien seeks to free the queen trapped within Weyland-Yutani's facilities, capturing humans to eventually form a xenomorph army capable of directly attacking the laboratories and rescuing its queen. The Raven alien is an extremely powerful creature with fascinating abilities that make it a formidable and difficult to defeat enemy. First, it is an incredibly intelligent xenomorph that attacks its victims strategically and tactically, always ensuring it has the upper hand. A clear example of this is when it ambushes the Marines alongside a group of xenomorphs, rather than confronting them alone. It also abducts Winter when he is lost and separated from his comrades. The Raven possesses superhuman strength, far greater than that of common xenomorphs, allowing it to break through sealed doors and walls with ease. Additionally, like other xenomorphs, it has exceptional stealth hunting skills. Its sharp claws, powerful inner jaws, and long tail, capable of impaling its victims, make it a lethal threat. Beyond its strength and physical abilities, the Raven is surprisingly fast, giving its human victims little chance of escape in open spaces. However, its most terrifying feature is its powerful exoskeleton, which is nearly impervious to bullets and firearms like pulse rifles, shotguns, and even flamethrowers. Grenades also fail to destroy or weaken this resilient armor, making it an almost unstoppable enemy for humans. Despite this, the Raven is not indestructible. It can be defeated by breaking its neck or spine using a special cargo crane or power loader. This seems to be its only real weakness. The game's creators mentioned that they designed the Raven as a tribute to the original concepts of artist H.R. Giger, who created the design for the Xenomorph in the first movie. Giger often incorporated a humanoid skull beneath the Xenomorph's domes, though it was not always visible. The game's designers expanded on this concept by making the Raven's skull more human, adding human-like teeth and a nasal cavity. Unfortunately, the game does not elaborate further on the exact origins of this Xenomorph. Nevertheless, I believe the Raven alien is one of the most intriguing concepts in Aliens. Colonial Marines. Its unique design and mysterious backstory have inspired fans to create fascinating theories. Although the game was criticized for its AI problems and lack of polish in gameplay, the level where the Raven chases Winter is, in my opinion, one of the most interesting and terrifying. We cannot confront this monster directly, which increases the tension. Personally, I found its design incredible. Its exposed skull gives it a unique and horrifying appearance. The designers combined elements from various Xenomorph variants, such as the newborn alien, warrior aliens, drones, and predaliens, creating an unforgettable Xenomorph. For all these reasons, I consider the Raven alien to be one of the most memorable and terrifying Xenomorphs in the expanded Alien universe. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Did you know about the Raven alien? Were you familiar with its story and origins? What do you think about its true origin? Do you believe it was a failed experiment or that it was created naturally due to the area's radiation? Share your answers and opinions about the legend of the Raven alien from Aliens. Colonial Marines, as always, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and share it to support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of my new videos.